Welcome in, everyone. So good to see you. Well, we have a situation on our hands. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to my video from yesterday and our live and the information I found in research, all about where those glasses were found on Hutch Court, April 1st or a couple of days before. We went over it. Was the prescription checked? Were forensic done on those glasses? Or was just a verbal gotten from individuals, the mother who was not even cleared yet after 4 weeks? No one was cleared, so a verbal should not have been what was relied on, according to the Department of Justice. According to the Department of Justice, when you have evidence like that is found, you do interview individuals, absolutely. But you do not rely on just that. It's a dual investigation. After you get the statements from individuals who may be connected or know about the item, you then go into a forensic investigation, searching for trace DNA, fingerprints, checking the prescription against Sebastian's prescription. That was not done, my friends. That was just verified to me by Seth Rogers, the father. So you tell me, based on what we uncovered yesterday, Hutch Court, that's where the step-parents live in that neighborhood, step-grandparents. Hutch Court, that's the development where a step-relative owned and built all the properties. Hutch Court, that's the development where the step-grandparent listed and sold the lots and the homes. Hutch Court, glasses found over a month after Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was missing. First of all, very telling that the father was searching in that neighborhood, right? Well, it should be very telling to an investigator who walks in, gets the glasses, finds out that they are in the location, the very neighborhood, a handful of steps away from the step-grandparents' home, and doesn't do a full-on investigation. Oh no, went and talked to the mama, apparently, because that prescription wasn't checked, forensics weren't done. A verbal. Well, guess what, friends? We have Boy Scouts preparing for war when they shouldn't have been. They should have been calling in the soldiers. Okay, this is serious. This is investigation 101. Anyone, and I said it yesterday, a Cub Scout could have walked in that neighborhood, see where the glasses were located, and realized, oh my goodness, step-grandparents live in this neighborhood. This is a red flag that should be checked, perhaps. Oh my goodness, a step-relative built all the homes up in here, knows the lay of the land, knows every manhole there. Do you know what a manhole is? It's a vertical entrance, a vertical shaft that gives access to the underground utilities. Yeah, scary, right? Lots going on. And then to top it all off, not only is all that going on, but 2 houses away from where the glasses were found, behind that home is a hidden cemetery. And buckle up, because guess what the name of it is? Old Shiloh Church Graveyard. Go to church, my friends, go to church. Who would know about that hidden cemetery with the 18 registered graves from 1800s? The builder would. Who owns the property between the cemetery and the houses on Hutch Court that connects them? The builder does. Who is the builder? When you look it up on Google, don't miss my live, go back and watch it. It says second generation. Who's that? Family owned by the Steps. So you tell me, with all of that going on, what investigator would just go ask someone he hadn't cleared yet and leave it at that? This is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as fact. Based on research we are doing, we are speculating, theorizing, forming opinions, trying to help locate Sebastian Rogers from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian has been missing 510 days today. He is 16 years old. He was 5'5", 510 days ago. We're not sure his height now. He could have facial hair. He could have a beard hiding that beautiful face and smile. He could have long hair. His hair could be colored. He could have colored contacts. We don't know. But we're looking. We're doing our part. We're raising awareness. We're doing anything we can. Is everyone else doing anything and everything they can? Let's talk about it. So what we have here is the lay of the land. This is the development. This is where the glasses were found, right here in the red X with the black circle around it. That is 210 Hutch Court. What I want to show you is on this street right here, Enoch Way, I'm not going to show you which house, is where the step-grandparents live, just steps away from where these glasses were found. Would that be a red flag to investigators searching? Of course it would. Then you take it even further. Okay, well, if someone were running down here through the backyards from step-grandparents or carrying, running, being chased, whatever the situation could have been, and Sebastian were running this way, or someone was running with him right through here to the water tanks, guess what home you pass? 210 Hutch Court. Running through here, struggling through here, being chased through here, whatever the case is, the glasses, you could pass right there to get to the water tanks. The glasses could have fallen easily in a struggle. Why were they never claimed by anyone? Very interesting, right? Okay, so then let's keep going. To the left of where the glasses are found, right here on this X with the green arrows, there is a cemetery right behind it. An old hidden cemetery called Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. It's not on Google Maps. You have to know it's there. Guess who would know it was there? The builder, the realtors, the people who live in the neighborhood. Very interesting. Now, when those glasses were found there, did those step family members scream from the rooftops, "There's a cemetery in here, go check it, this is concerning"? I don't know, because if they would have, wouldn't the sheriff have gone in there and looked? I hope so. So let's look at this. So let's say Sebastian's leaving the step-grandparents' house, running, chasing, being carried, whatever scenario. We're just not accusing anyone. We're going through scenarios. Someone has to, right? Down through here, heading to the cemetery, look where you pass. Right past where the glasses were found. A struggle to the woods, a race to the woods, a carry to the woods, allegedly. You'd pass right by where the glasses were found to get into the cemetery. Who would know about that cemetery? The builder, indeed. Who owns this property connecting the cemetery to the homes? The builder, indeed. Who sold most of these lots and homes? The step-grandparent, who's a realtor for this builder. Lots of coincidences going on in this neighborhood. So much so that it would be shocking and stunning to hear that a sheriff or a sheriff's department heard there were glasses right there. They're from the area. They know who built this up. They know who lives here. They know who sells the land, and that's important, sells the properties, because that shows you know the lots. You know everything around this area. And don't miss my live where I have the houses marked off. And then I found out after my live yesterday, because you all are great researchers, that some of these homes were still being built when Sebastian went missing. Imagine that. But yet, it wasn't alarming enough to take those glasses and have the prescription checked, to do some DNA forensics, to see if there were latent fingerprints, visible fingerprints that could be tested. Touch DNA. Oh no. I think we just got a verbal. And it wasn't from Seth, because Seth said he wasn't sure. Remember, Sebastian has many pairs of glasses, according to KP. So Seth had them bagged and tagged. Sumner County was investigating it. Well, apparently they didn't check the prescriptions as part of their investigation. We looked yesterday. Fingerprints, DNA touch take more than 2 to 3 days, which is what they did. On April 1st, they said they were investigating. On April 3rd, they said they were not Sebastian's. What kind of investigating was done? A little phone call? Little ass to the mama who wasn't cleared yet. Little ass to the stepfather who everything in his eyes is not related to Sebastian, can't be him, can't be his, allegedly, in my opinion. We got problems because that's 101 investigation. So why wasn't it done? Why weren't all these things going on in this neighborhood enough to set an alarm off to Sumner County that this is something they should be investigating? Do you know there should be no loose soil, no new soil in that cemetery because the last person buried there was in the 1800s? Could Sebastian, sadly, and I know I'm talking recovery and I'm sorry, but inside this neighborhood, there's a lot. Could Sebastian be buried in there with another body? We don't know, but in my opinion, needs to be checked. Could he be taken to the water tanks? I don't know. In my opinion, it needs to be checked. Should those glasses be taken out of the hands of Sumner County and taken to the doctor to have the prescription checked? As we are 17 months down the road, looking in hindsight, how important it is because no one's been cleared. Things have been said that are odd. Behaviors have been happening that are senseless. Make no sense. So you don't take the word of individuals like that you can't clear. What is going on in Sumner County, my friends? We have Boy Scouts who want to suit up for the battle and won't ask the real soldiers to come in. Is that what's happening? Let me tell you this. I'm not an investigator, not in the least. But I can tell you this. This would set off alarms to me. I think it would set off alarms to anyone. You wouldn't need to be trained, right? So imagine if you called the marshals in and they saw this and then said, let me see all the reports that came back on the testing for the glasses. Oh, goodness, there's no testing. I asked Mama. What do you mean you asked Mom? Had you cleared Mom? No. Why would you take her word for it? You know you're supposed to do both. There could be bias there. Oh. So if you want to find a child and you go in a neighborhood and you find there were glasses found there that so similar the father's not sure because he has many bags and tags them. First of all, why is the father looking in there? That should have been his first clue. Second of all, because that's important. Second of all, the glasses are found in there. Second clue. Third of all, take a look around. Relatives live in there. Relatives own the property. Relatives sold and listed the properties. Sebastian went missing. There's a cemetery hidden in there. Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. Who would know about that? The relatives that live in there, the relatives that built the place, the relatives that sold the lots. Go to church. This needs to be checked. The glasses need to have the prescriptions checked, and there needs to be a darn explanation as to why you would walk in amidst all of these alleged coincidences and not look for a crime. Is it corruption? Is it lack of training? Is it Boy Scouts too embarrassed to call in the big guys? Because if they took a look at this, they wouldn't even believe no one had been investigating in this neighborhood. No one had been digging in the cemetery. No one had been searching every darn home, every property. No one had searched the water tanks. No one had run the prescription, the DNA, fingerprints, nothing. So imagine the embarrassment. Imagine the embarrassment. And my friends, in my opinion, this is an exact example of why Sumner County Sheriff's Office will not call in the big guns. Because you imagine, just in this neighborhood, what they would have to explain. Imagine, alleged in my opinion, what they would have to explain regarding the entire investigation. We need the glasses searched. We need the glasses back because you don't throw away any evidence. I also looked that up. Even if you think it's irrelevant, you put it in an evidence locker, you document it, and it stays there till after trial. So the glasses need to be gotten back. The prescription needs to be run against Sebastian's, and this neighborhood, the water tanks, the cemetery, and all the homes, because they're all related to family members, need to be checked. Thank you all so much for being here. I will be back on later on. Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. Go to church. Go to church. Glasses found right there. Relatives lived there. Relatives built it. Relatives listed and sold it. Running right from the relative's home, straight shot to the water tank area, you'd go right past where the glasses were found. Running right from the step-parents, grandparents' home, you turn to go to the cemetery, you pass right where the glasses were found. It doesn't take an investigator to know that area needs to be searched. It doesn't take an investigator to know you don't take word of mouth. What is going on in Sumner County? We got Boy Scouts who won't call in the soldiers. Go to church. Everyone, I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here, Sebastian's Army. This is very, very, very concerning. Seth did verify the prescription was not checked. Where is Sebastian Rogers? Is this why we can't find him? Because the investigation is not jumping into things that need to be looked into. Is it lack of training? Is it corruption? Is it laziness? What is it, my friends? Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think it is. We need to bring him home.